Hi there, my name is Brandon. I'm the lead developer of Sorotoki, and in this first tutorial I'll show you how to install the Sorotoki toolkit. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to open MATLAB, and I already have here a terminal where I open MATLAB in the desktop mode. In theory you could also do the same, you're just opening MATLAB normally where you have the whole interface with the editor and the command window. But for this video I'll just stick with having a terminal version and here my editor of preference, which is just Visual Studio Code. Now the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to navigate to the main folder of MATLAB, which is under Documents and then MATLAB all capital, so press enter. And if I type ls, I'll get the contents from this folder, and in my case I have here a folder called Projects, Sorotoki Toolkit and Support Packages. And this is the same as the file browser that we have here on the left, where we see Project Sorotoki and Support Packages also in Visual Studio Code. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to install npm, which stands for MATLAB Package Manager. And if we type which npm, we see that there's already a built-in function in MATLAB, which is also called npm. But we're interested in an npm that is made by the community, and in particular a developer called Mobeats. So what we do is that we go to our favorite search engine, and then we type npm MATLAB and then Mobeats. Then we get here this first hit, so we click on this link, okay, and then we click on download, and we get this zip file. So what npm is essentially an easy way to install MATLAB packages through the MATLAB shared file exchange or GitHub, and it's similar to Python pip. So where you can, for instance, do Python pip install a particular package and then have it being put in a folder of preference. So we click on this zip, and we're interested in a couple of files. So here npm packages we're interested in, the npm main function, npm config, and npm nls. And we extract these into documents and then MATLAB folder. Extract. Okay, we can close this up. So now, if I type ls, I essentially get here npm.m, which is the main file for installing our MATLAB packages. So if I type now which npm, I indeed see that MATLAB now recognizes that we're interested in this npm folder and not the built-in folder that we saw earlier. Now, to install Sorotoki, what we can simply do is npm install Sorotoki code, and then I have this additional argument at the end, all paths, which essentially ensures that all folders within the Sorotoki toolkit are added to the MATLAB search path. And I press enter. That will download Sorotoki, and indeed it says like, okay, I found this URL which corresponds to the GitHub from Sorotoki, and it's downloading it as we speak. Okay, it's done downloading. And what we see here now on the left in the npm package folder, that we see indeed this Sorotoki code folder appearing. And if we open this, we see the same type of file structure that we also see on the GitHub. Okay, so Sorotoki is now downloaded. Now we can continue to installing Sorotoki, and we do this using Sorotoki as argument, and then install, enter. Now, what we see here is that Sorotoki says, okay, there's some required packages that are missing, and we can install these using npm. So for instance, the MATLAB Essentials Kit, in Polyhedron, and MATLAB Graphical Model. So in order to install these, we just press yes, and then npm will install these packages for us automatically. And what we see here on the left is that indeed this npm package folder is automatically filled up with the missing packages that we are getting through the Sorotoki installer. So Sorotoki is now done installing the community packages, and now we have the packages that are related to the Sorotoki toolkit itself. So we also press yes for installing these. And this might take a bit. Now what you notice is that the Sorotoki packages are not added to this npm package folder, but they're instead added here in Sorotoki under a library folder called lib. So as you see here, so here are the Sorotoki packages that are now being installed. Okay, so Sorotoki is done installing. Now, the next thing that we need to do is that we need to build the Sorotoki package. And the reason for this is that in Sorotoki there is some C++ code that makes Sorotoki a bit faster in comparison to MATLAB functions. And what we can do is that we can compile these C++ codes into MATLAB executables, which are typically in the file format as .mex. So in order to build Sorotoki, we simply call Sorotoki build, press enter, and it asks, do you want to build these max files? Press yes, and then Sorotoki starts building these files. Now this will take a bit, so I'll pause the video here for a moment and return to you when it's done building. So Sorotoki is now done building these max files, and we can see that all these builds were successful. So we've now successfully installed Sorotoki. There is one problem though, that if we close MATLAB and we open it up next time, there's a chance that Sorotoki and all these npm packages are not automatically added to the path, the search path of MATLAB. Now, in order to solve this, we can simply add a new file to the MATLAB main folder, which we call startup.m. So, and in this startup.m, so this is basically just startup.m, and this file will be called at every time that you start MATLAB up, which can be incredibly handy if you want to have some scripts that help you set up MATLAB every time to increase your workflow, essentially. So what we can do here is that we add path, gen, path, and then we just add this npm packages folder. That's it. So now every time that MATLAB is opened, it will generate all the generate a path for all the packages that are in this folder, and it will add this path to the MATLAB search engine. Okay, so now MATLAB is installed. We have this startup script. So what we can do now is that we simply run a test suite to check if Sorotoki is installed correctly. So what we can do is that we type Sorotoki test, and then we'll perform some routine checks. Okay, seems everything is passing, which means the toolkit is installed correctly. And at the current iteration of Sorotoki, we only have these test scripts for FEMs, meshes, and SDF, but in the future we'll include more tests. Okay, so everything seems to be working correctly. What we can do now is that we just open a classic example file. Let's see, maybe we can just do the Sorotoki logo. Okay, so here we see the script. So what happens here is that we clean up the terminal. We have a file which is called preset assets image and then the Sorotoki logo. We generate a mesh, or we generate a class for this mesh, and then we generate the mesh, and then we can show it. So let's see if we can run this script. Sorotoki, Soro logo. Okay, it's busy. There we go. Okay, so it seems that Sorotoki is working correctly. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, just post them as discussions on the GitHub repository, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. See ya!